Hello everyone, today I want to make a massive dent to the global purification. And how are we gonna do that, you ask? Well, behind this wall right here, there was this huge pot that was toxified. It had around 300 and it was just right here, so imagine how much the rest has. What I want to do before that though, is I want to get plastic rod so we can make the toxins filter here free. Then we can just survive a little longer in that area. Well, that was actually not that hard. Now we have the highest level of toxin filter. And while we're at it, we also have to look out for this very specific item for the ending. But my guess is that that's probably going to be under here, so that's probably not going to happen today. Alright, so this is the area I was on about, right behind the wall. You can see that there's quite a few piles of goop around. Luckily though, with this upgrade, we can survive here for quite a while. So first things first, place down a living compartment. I didn't really bring the supplies for these tier 2 lockers, so we're gonna have to find some more super alloy. I found this on the way, but it seems like there's super alloy in this area, so that is good. Something tells me we're gonna need more than just the 2 lockers, because 300 is quite a lot. You know, I'm still picking these up, even though I have noticed on the map that you can farm them. So I don't think it's worth grabbing all of them anymore. Yet of course, here I am still doing that. This area right here looks kind of special. Seems to be a cave. And also, that blew up a decent chunk. That was 14 pieces, man. Anything in the cave? Just blazers. Ooh. Ho, 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 ho. Some tier 2 explosives. Yes, a lot of them too. I'll actually take this fusion cell, because it kind of boned me almost last time. Okay, so it's not a huge cave. Let's see how big this detonation is. This is a pretty wide area, and it took care of almost all of them. Wow. Yep, let's start blasting. Like, that is tons in seconds, man. It will leave some behind, though. Oh, nice. We reached the appropriate amount, so now we can create fuses ourselves, the purification ones. Also, great news, apparently we reached breathable atmosphere. We no longer have oxygen to deal with, that is sweet. Damn, inventory is full again. There's so much goo left, though. Yep, the second one is full. I guess the rest we just have to drop, because no real point of taking all this back to base. Alright, we need 6 more pieces. It's probably going to be a pain to find. Never mind, it's right here. Hell yeah. This is kind of why I said that the chip that locates these is kind of useless. Like, it's good in a way if you really need to find one of these spots, but so far, I haven't had many issues with that just yet. Alright, well, all that is now cleared. So sweet. Our inventory is so full. I kind of want to say we have to head back, because there's probably going to be a ton of resources that I want to take with me from this area. I'm thinking about it. We may as well take the other train there, because we just cleared this area, and this is where we have to be. You know, this whole entire thing makes me wonder if for the next few DLCs, or just for the next DLCs in general, if they're gonna release those, if they're all gonna have some sort of mechanic like this. Because that would be pretty cool. As well, it's not the most exhilarating gameplay to start cleaning a bunch of goop. It is a bit more unique compared to just terraforming in general. But then again, from the top of my head, I don't know what else I would do, right? Because I think another toxic planet? Maybe a moon. Like a toxified moon would be cool. I think another whole planet be a bit too much goop cleaning. A moon could work regardless, because it seems like those are free. And if you don't have the money to buy the DLC, at least you can experience the goop cleaning, I guess. Right, I took the other train. Hope that this goes all the way. But my big guess is it's gonna stop here somewhere. Yep, it stops here, alright. Alright, well, launch ourselves out of there. Seems like we keep a fair bit of momentum, or it feels like it anyway. I don't think we actually are. I'll look at it. And that area does look toxified as well, that base. It actually goes up farther. It splits off here again. So what is up here then? It just stops? I guess so. But there is a tower right here, so let's go check that out. I received a message. We'll check that out in a sec when we're back at base. So far, the only messages I've gotten are from Sentinel Corp on this planet, and it's just kind of tutorials. I'm not having much hope that it's anyone else. Although, to be fair, we already did all the tutorial stuff, right? I imagine they're not going to send us more tutorials. Right, this train depot is infected. Well, time to start cleaning. I did bring 2 more lockers with me. 150 is more than enough to take care of that. Right, and also instead of a full-on compartment, I just go one of these. As you are able to place the lockers on here. Well, I'm not really out to collect the goop anymore. It is nice to have them still. Or it is nice to have the lockers at least. Because we can just dump everything in here. Don't have to drop it all on the ground. Right, it does seem like they're hiding in sneaky spots here. Well, there seems to be a locked door here. But it does seem like a suspicious door. We might have to get some fuses. Yep, we definitely do, alright. I did see one of them outside somewhere in a chest. I guess I'll start collecting those. I wonder what this place is. It has a lot of servers in it, that's for sure. A lot of computers here. Another fusion cell, sweet. With any luck, we can find all the ones we need here. We're going through the main gate. Nope. Anything around? Because I guess we can go in from other sides. Which it looks like we're gonna have to do. We go in here? Yes. This actually looks pretty cool in a way, though. A lot cooler than just the open, white walls and floor. This one has a spacesuit. I'll take that, just in case. I think we already have that, though. And then this door doesn't open. But we can climb up. It looks like you're supposed to. What the hell is this design game? Why is there a door right next to a window? And then this one doesn't open? The door's just kind of orientated wrong. So hopefully we don't need that one specifically. There are other entrances. Because otherwise we might be boned. Oh, an access card. Nice. It's at the very top of one of the towers. Didn't know we needed them yet, but I guess they're part of that door we saw earlier. Another new message. This makes me feel like I should go back. Pristine purifying bomb? Okay. Yeah, maybe we should head back. Feels like we're gonna be missing out on something otherwise. We kinda need an extra fuse anyway, or at least I imagine so. I would like to get some more water as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go back before we're going to need to read, like, the entire Bible or something. Because that's the third message we got. But this one also came with a recipe. I wonder what triggered it. Is it because we're in this area, or because we hit a specific amount of GTI? Alright, first things first, what the heck did we just get? You'll need to create a lot of it to fulfill the commercial partnership. Who the hell messaged us? I thought we got 3 messages. We only got 2 of them? I guess so. Alright, first of all, Sentinel Corp. We're pleased to inform you that by terraforming a toxic planet, you have the opportunity to erase part of your criminal record by participating in a commercial partnership. 2 partners have expressed their desire to use certain resources from this planet for commercial production. They will contact you shortly to present their request. We recommend that you pay close attention to the message you receive and avoid missing out on the exceptional opportunity. And then we have Etern Astra, which is a whole new company. Business partnership offer. As a Sentinel Corp partner, we offer you this incredible opportunity. Work with us by producing pristine purifying balms. You'll need to craft more than 200 to get this deal, but you should start mass production of it as soon as possible. The recipe to create this item will automatically be unlocked upon receipt of this message. More information to follow. Okay, how bad was it? It's actually not that expensive. We just need to make the mushrooms, right? Yeah, well, we can all automate this process. Yeah. So, basically what we need to do is we need to grow mushrooms. We need the methane cartridges. Those can be gathered from this device, the gas extractor. If we do the tier 2, we can specifically set it to only extract the methane cartridges. Again, mushrooms can be farmed, toxins. Well, we kind of need that anyway, because microplastic is one of the things, and, you know, the toxins are a byproduct of that. Then we can get purified water that is also easily gotten. Purification capsules. That's also water, the chlorine dioxide, which is a byproduct of spores. And we purify these. We'll worry about that later. That's a lot to set up right there. But we can now autocraft it, so that's pretty good. The interesting thing is that we're gonna get 2 business opportunities. So I'm interested to see what the other one is. I'm also interested to see where the hell we're gonna store 200 of those things, because the extraction rocket, which is what we usually use, I don't think has space for 200 items. But alright, back to the job. I do quite enjoy this partnership deal. I hope they're gonna do more of those, because it kind of forces you to set up an automated system. What is this? I've lost the ability to influence my own destiny. Other people have complete power over my life. Are we really individuals if all our choices are made by others? Do we still have dignity when our name is replaced by a number? I'm nothing more than a puppet, watching a game being played against me, or playing out against me. Yeah, that's probably one of the other Planet Crafter dudes, alright. Can I enter this place? Can we enter from here? Right, oh, this is where the keycard goes. So, up. Alright, good. That probably means that that one location wasn't the only entrance. We got a new message. It might be our second business deal. We also found a message here. Toxic artillery shells. I was wondering when those would come into play, because I did see them in the automation for chests. Right, die here or die elsewhere. Given the choice, I prefer to die on my own terms. It told me my chances would be slim, but that I could help open a new path for the future of humanity and my fellow beings. In any case, I can't stand this planet anymore. The more time passes, the more polluted and repulsive it becomes. After all, isn't creating life the most beautiful thing I could do? Wouldn't that be the most beautiful way to redeem myself? It's interesting that there are a lot more notes here, but it really just kind of shows how down they were. Another access card. There's a fusion generator. Only need one of them. And we can go down. There's a vault here. Oh, baby. Tons of money. Wait, was that another fusion cell? Yeah, I'll take it back. Now, let's see. There was another door right here. That's also more money. Not a whole lot of money, though. Let's see, there was also this other door here that was locked. And what is back here? Another vault, okay. And a spacesuit that I don't think I've seen before. Alright, then we go down the stairs. And there is something here, another access card. It looks like a medical bay. There's clearly not enough of us to look after all these prisoners. Okay, so it is a combination of Planet Crafter prisoners, I'm guessing, and then I guess the people that they aid. And the guards aren't going to help us. Here the pollution is starting to affect people's body. Some of the sick are beginning to hallucinate badly. Some talk about returning to their roots, being freed by mother fungus. The other day I saw 2 of them climb over the fence and head towards the fault line, like zombies. No one will go looking for them anyway. It's far too toxic now. But what will become of them? Yeah, we did find those guys. We know where they went. Let's see, how many do we need for this? 3? Are any of these other things open? Also, what is down here? A large open room, but it does have a door, which I imagine will not be openable. Oh, and there's the 3rd access card. Well, before that, I do kind of want to check this all out. There was an elevator here. Let's see where this goes. I'm guessing to that broken door? Yup, it does. Oh, but this one is open now. Now, what is... This seems like a cafeteria. Oh, this leads to that giant door, so it is openable. I see secrets here. Vents. We know what that means. We're gonna go to the warden, guys. Yeah, we are. We place our destinies in your hand, almighty engravers. We place our destinies in your hands, almighty engravers. And repeat that a couple times. Now, wardens were really popular on this planet, that's for sure. Hey. Golden butterfly larva? But that could be for the alternate ending, actually. Like, it doesn't look like golden tubes around here, which is what the previous dudes here were referring to. But we could take a look later. Anything else in this large room? Another note. Don't be sad, mother. This is my destiny and I accept it. All the actions of my life have led me here, and I take responsibility for them. This place is harsh, cruel, unfair, and dirty. But I suppose it's a bit like me after all. I just miss the clean air. I can't stand this rancid smell that is everywhere. Outside, in my cell, on my clothes, and even deep in my sheets. I hate this putrid smell. But I had a lot of prisoners here then. Kinda interesting. Because these don't really look like planet crafters anymore. This just looks like a straight up jail cell. Like prison, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's unlock this door. And right away we need more cards. This is to overlook all the prisoners here. Here is the key card, or the access card. Some clothing. Bunch more money. Alright, let's head deeper into the facility. This is a lot bigger than I expected it would be. Ah, never mind. This is it. This is the door that we got at the beginning. So this was an entire prison complex. But with that, we have that area left over there. And does this go down anywhere? No, it's just a ravine. And here's another toxic area. 200 pieces of it. This prison is kind of throwing me for a loop. Because I thought they were just planet crafters being sent here. But I don't know. There must be more, clearly. Oh, another note. If the sensor readings are correct, our first candidate did not survive. He made no significant progress in terraforming his planet. I find it hard to believe that this program will ever have a success rate exceeding 10%, despite all our efforts and research. Perhaps future scientific advances will help us aid these poor souls, sent to a hell they will only discover once they arrive, with the hope of succeeding where all others have failed. For having a rate of 0.1, that goes real quick, man. Is hope ultimately always truly our ally? Why is this concept so highly valued when it makes us so oblivious to pragmatic realities? 3 new candidates have already volunteered. You just send a bunch at them here, I guess for research purposes and getting better technology, right? Because that's what they said was the goal in one of the other locations. Man, water really is kind of an issue here. We're gonna have to fly all the way back to base just for that. I guess while we're at the base, we can also read that note that we got a while back with the other order. Alright, let's take a look. The Satax is the next business partner. They also need 200, but then of the toxic artillery shells. And it's basically the same what they said. But this one also requires explosive powder and toxic goo. What I've noticed is there are also these things, the packs, and that is probably what we're gonna have to craft afterwards. Because like I said, there's not enough space for 200 items in the extraction rocket. Alright, well, time to make a trip back again. This place is so far, though. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm thinking about it, and we're gonna have to set up a fair few autocrafters. But also, we're probably gonna need way more tier 2 drones, because they're gonna have to go out pretty far. Because some of these materials that we can mine, they are like out here, basically. And it takes me quite a while to get here, so it's probably gonna take the drone ages as well. Also, I feel like I missed a spot, because there's no way there's over 50 goop up here, right? Well, I mean, it might. Better start cleaning fast, though, because it's kind of a race against the clock now. This would have been such a perfect place for a tier 2 explosive. And a space trade rocket blueprint chip. We already have access to it, so pretty matter for us. I'm just gonna drop all this. Okay, yeah, I do believe that everything was up here now. There we go. This place has been cleaned. But is there anything up here? Yeah, there is a message screen here. After 16 years on this planet, this extraction operation no longer has any purpose. Most of the valuable resources have been extracted from the planet, which therefore no longer has any value in its current state. As expected, the planet is no longer habitable due to the consequences of the extraction. So we can begin process of evaluating the condemned. People and infrastructure that can be moved should be sent to the planet Gyron 5 to start the progress over from scratch. The rest can stay. So yeah, they were done, I guess, getting all the tungsten here, and they just left a bunch of people basically to die. What is around here? Because I saw these orange pipes. Does that mean anything special? No. Actually, yes. Rest in peace, my dude. We had believed in it, though. I was convinced that we were going to deal them a fatal blow. We were determined and sure of the righteousness of our cause. Wasn't that enough? Despite our obvious inferiority, the firepower and defenses at their disposal made short work of our hopes. Ryadin was among the first to fall. I saw the flames in his eye die out in a matter of seconds. That same flame that had convinced us all to follow him, to live underground for months, and to fight. Is it better to die like a man or to live like a dog? I don't have long to live anyway, but perhaps it should have been better to live. That's pretty sad, man. I'm guessing this was one of the dudes that lived in the sewers for such a long time. I'm guessing we're gonna find more about their uprising, I'm guessing, in there. It's interesting that they haven't even noted that in these places. I also don't remember seeing any bodies here, too. I guess it was probably just to be expected for these guys. I mean, they had guards stationed here, there's guns on the roof and everything. They must have been ready. But hey, on a brighter note, we're almost done purifying the planet. Only 40 more goop to go and one location left. And that is going to be at the bottom of this structure. So we don't have a whole lot left to do, but still some major things. Of course, terraformation is one of them. I also got these two partnerships to deal with. And then we have to take a look at what is underneath those sewers. But hey, in the next episode, we'll explore that, as well as the startup of an automated system for the pristine purifying balm and the toxic artillery shells. But I'll do some preparations off camera. So for now, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.